It's a human tendency that we have to always desire more. More friends, more clothes, more shoes, more screen time, more. But then all this get to form a clutter, which at one point no longer serve our purpose nor align with who we are becoming. Hence the need to declutter. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Ideal Life. Previously, we looked at three things that we must do to prepare ourselves for the new year and for the new season of our lives. We mentioned decluttering, planning, and practice. Today, we are entering fully into decluttering. What is decluttering? Decluttering is an intentional process of clearing the excess that no longer aligns with who we are becoming nor serves a purpose. Let us look at examples of the different clutters that we have in our lives. Grab a book and a pen and let's write together. So, here are a few which I was able to spot out. You look into your life and then you can write down a few which you have been able to identify as well. We have mental clutter, spiritual, physical, habits, digital, financial clutter, just to name a few. Let's look at a few under each category. Under mental clutter, we have anxiety, worry, inferiority complex, anger, pride, yes, bitterness, grudge, overthinking, you name the rest, people's opinions, and all of that. Those are mental clutter. Let's look at spiritual clutter. Skipping your prayer time, not praying before going to bed, going late to church. Yes, those are spiritual clutter. Going in and out during service. Well, I'm just naming a few. Let's move to the next. We have physical clutter. I illustrated a while ago on the physical clutter. My table was just filled with many stuff. Some were helpful, but in the wrong place and all of that. So, on the physical clutter, we have unnecessary stuff. The phone case, the carton of the phone that you bought 3 years ago, the empty containers of oil that you used some months back, shoes that no longer fit you, clothes which you're keeping for when you will cut down. Yes, all that. Yes, if you're a mother, you've been keeping your kids' stuff, clothes which they've already crossed, like outgrown the age and stuff like that. Those are examples of clutter. You have digital habits, screen time, you know, unnecessary scrolling from one shot to another, one YouTube shot to another, from one app to another, not consistent with what you need to listen to or what you need to watch, stuff like that. Or maybe attending to an important task at the same time on the phone, trying to keep up with trends, gist, gossip, all of that. All this form clutter. This is digital clutter. Leaving notifications from the apps, every app, ping, 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 here and there, and you need to attend like, what? You're doing something serious, and before you know it, you're meditating and you get a ping from your phone and you need to check it out. That's a clutter. That is, all these are examples of digital clutter. Let us look at habits in our routine, your daily routine. Perhaps overworking yourself, not resting enough, spending more time before the screen, compromising your well being, sleeping late, procrastinating, laziness, piling clothes before washing them, or not regularly doing the dishes, stuff like that. Those are examples of clutter in our routine. We have financial clutter, borrowing money palava, borrowing money, buying unnecessary stuff because it's cute, you have to buy it. Meanwhile, you're not going to use an also. Yes, not saving regularly. Mm-hmm. You lend or you borrow, other one then so all these ones at one point form a financial clutter. So I may go on and on, but there are so many examples of clutter that I may give. Now, it was important that I give examples of clutter so that you know exactly what I'm talking about and how you can go about writing them down and seeing how to separate the clutter, that is what you want versus what you need. Now, let us enter into the practical way of decluttering. I was able to bring down three practical steps which I have been applying and they're actually working for me. These steps are: one, brain dump; two, sort; and three, prioritize. Let's look at each one. Brain dumping. You simply get a notebook like mine, get a pen, and you write down everything. I mean, just everything that comes to your mind. You just write down. So, under the different kinds or the different aspects of your life, you can write down. So while you write them, I mentioned a few already. You get to write under the mental. You write if maybe your clutter, or you may have negative thoughts, feelings of fear, fear of death, fear of the unknown, discouragement, procrastination, not enough, people's opinions, worry, overthinking, bitterness. You name the rest. You write them down. You come to the spiritual. You write down. Write down everything that forms a clutter in that area. Write a irregular prayer life, skipping morning devotion, not praying most nights before sleeping. Yes, most children or some children of God do not pray before sleeping. Sorry, I said most. Yes, disobedience to instructions you receive. The Lord may speak to you, but you don't do it, and then you're like, and the Lord warned me, oh, and then you get to face the consequences of your disobedience. Yes, inconsistency in your intimacy, not giving into discernment, you know, going late to church, as I mentioned, not being committed to the departments where you're supposed to be serving. But if na money palava, you go run go, abi. All right, let's go forward. So you write down all this, just write them down, write everything down, and then we'll see how to go about this without judging, just write. And you also write down clutter. You have friendships also. You have clutter in your relationships. You have a friend, let's take a case scenario where you have someone who you regularly pray with or you get to pray with from time to time, who checks on you and whom, in fact, it's mutual. You check on them, they check on you. You get to spend time together constructively discussing your plans, projects, and maybe realizing them. Or you can get an advice from them, or they can get it from you too. So that is someone we may call an accountability partner. That person forms an important part of your friendship or relationship. Now you have friends with whom you gist, the latest gist in church, in the neighborhood, in the family, all of that, or you get to hang out with, to go grab a drink and stuff like that, or maybe go shopping. And for those who go clubbing, yeah, sitting in sports and all of that. So these are two different categories. One actually is a needful friend, because this one plays a role of an accountability partner in your life. This kind of person is one who is needed to help you craft or help you in your journey of crafting the life that reflects who God wants you to become. Then we have this other one I mentioned, who is your gist partner, or maybe you get to just do casual things together. This may be the fall under the category of friends that you want. Now, you get to write this down. And in the next step, which we're going to face, we have sorting. Sort. So, sorting here is writing, you make a list, you make a table. On one side, what I need, and the other side, what I want. What I need or what you need is what serves your purpose as per time. What you want is what gratifies your desire temporarily. Temporarily. Grammar or not easy. All right. So moving forward, genuinely look at the list that you made, all the things that you wrote down. And then as you've written down everything and everyone that is part of your life as per this moment, you will now get to separate what you need from what you want and be genuine with yourself. Truly speaking, you know that people that you no longer need in your life at this point in time, and especially entering this new season of your life. We are an intentional family. We do not want to keep unnecessary things, unnecessary people in our lives, truth be told. Look into your wardrobe. There are clothes you know you shouldn't be wearing again, or there are clothes you don't even wear at all. But you are keeping it for say when you go cut down, when you go slim down, that time you go wear am. My sister, go and give out that dress. Na Christmas period is that dress, if it be na Christmas gift for maybe family member or your neighbor or someone else who is in need. Those clothes, your kids stuff you've been keeping, there's so many, you don't even have space to keep them. Go in there, go move some of that thing then. So just go and give it out. So let's go forward. We wrote sorting. So be genuine, be sincere with yourself. The things which you know are not needful right now, you write them on that side of the wants. And then for the ones which you need right now, you write them on the list of what I need. Let's move to the next. Prioritize. That's step 3 on the decluttering. Look at the list of what I need. You pick out 3 top things from each area of your life that you previously wrote down, everything that you wrote down to the on the side of the need, you pick out 3 top things. Why? Because you cannot focus on everything at the same time or all at once. So picking out the top 3 is what is going to help you to focus and efficiently be productive in those 3 areas that you have chosen. So in every of the 3 areas, for example, if maybe I picked out intimacy and then regular Bible study and listening, active listening to God and evangelism, follow up with others and all of that under the spiritual. Maybe what I know I need really right now is maybe it's more intimacy, more prayer time, more Bible study. I'm going to pick out these 3 and I write them under this category. So these are the top 3 in the spiritual. Maybe if in the so just not to mention too many examples, go through every area of your life, all the things you wrote down in the list of the needs. I specify in the list of the needs, you go and pick the top 3 from every area of your life. You write them down. That's how you get to prioritize them. I don't want to go ahead of myself because what next to be done has to come in the planning, which we're to discuss in the next episode. So in prioritizing, we are simply picking out the top areas of our lives that deserve our full attention in 2026 or in the new season of our lives. Let's look at a few benefits of decluttering. 1, clarity and focus. 2, peace of mind. 3, more time, more productivity, more energy for the things that matter. We'll go on to even looking at financial benefits. You realize that you have a better financial stewardship because you're no longer buying stuff that are not really necessary or spending money on stuff that do not really serve you as per time. Another benefit of decluttering is improved sleep, better health. Yes, I said it. And let's look at a few dangers of clutter. You realize that clutter affects your health. You have mental overload, less time for sleep, more time on working and getting to deal with excesses, strained relationships, compromised spiritual life. I may go on and on. There are so many examples of the dangers of clutter. That said, we'll be wrapping up this session on decluttering. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you will practically get your book and write down the things that you need to do in order to declutter. If you have any challenges, feel free to write and we're going to reach out onto you. What area of your life do you find difficult to declutter? Tell us and we may discuss ideas on how to make it easier. Thank you for following through with today's episode. See you next time in our session where we'll be talking about planning. I hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. And as you go, remember, we are partnering with the Holy Spirit to craft the life that reflects who we are becoming. God bless you as we take it one true step at a time.